have one more question, and it's kind of based on something else that you said today. So that idea of like, you get this really inspired clarity of this is the thing I need to do next. And sometimes that happens to me, and I'm like you mentioned, I go really fast. So I'm like, yes, this is the thing. I'm going to make this public declaration that this is the thing that I'm going to do. And then I'm like, oh, what if I can't actually do that?
Well, here's exactly what happened. In the moment that you felt it, you got the hit, and you made the public declaration, you were tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and that was authentic. When your doubt crept in, that was not authentic. That was not your business. Just remember that. If you can claim, and we know you did just now as you told us that example, if you can claim how it felt, then that's what you want to talk about, as we've done a couple of times here today. And the other, you want to just have a really light touch on it.
But don't be afraid of the negative emotion.
Oh, never. Oh, it's
just
guidance.
Focus on.
Without light and dark, you couldn't see anything. You couldn't take a picture of anything. In other words, molding the clay, it takes all of that. We didn't say it as clearly as we would like to. Let's take another run at it. If there weren't those feelings that occasionally feel bad, there would be no deliberate creation, no real clarifying. In other words, you were born in pure positive energy. Why would you expose yourself to contrasting things? Because you wanted more decisions to be born within you. You wanted to inform your inner being of more details, because that's what's satisfying. That's the satisfaction. Think about how you feel when somebody else does something for you. I put $1 million in your bank account. Take it easy. Thank you very much, you might say, but it's not nearly as satisfying as you watched it grow because of decisions that you made as you went along the way. And humans, you do this to each other. You answer questions that others aren't asking. It's jerky. But when you ask a question and the universe answers it in the clever, well-timed way that it does, that is so satisfying. So we're not trying to slow you down to savor more, because it's way fun to go really fast and savor. You don't have to slow down at all. And something that will really help you, if something's happened, and it's easy to think, well, if this hadn't happened, then that wouldn't have happened, and if you hadn't done that, then that wouldn't have happened. It's really easy to see after the fact where the wrong turns were. But if you practice this clear knowing, it's always working out for me, and nothing's ever going wrong. And that brought clarity, and clarity is what I'm all about. And everybody's doing the best that they can do from where they stand. And this is a really good team attraction that we've got going on. And nothing's going wrong here, and there's nothing serious going on. And just talk yourself right back into alignment. And then there's no slowdown at all. The key is to catch what doesn't feel good in the early subtle stages, and catch what does feel good and just milk it and prolong it and make it last longer and longer and longer and longer. Because that's how the momentum goes that way. An old analogy that we've used for a long time is, if you're on a train and let's say it's going really fast towards something unwanted, and you say, I want it to stop all of a sudden and go that way, it won't. It's got to slow down, and then it's got to speed up. But this isn't the case with you. Your train's going really fast in the direction of what you want. When you really want something and things are moving in the direction of it, and then for a moment in time some uncooperative thing happens, you take it hard. So you make a bigger deal out of it than it is. Make a bigger deal out of something that was none of your business. Make all the big deals about what is your business, and those all really feel good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a whole lot unfolding for you. So much.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Done?
Yeah.
Really good. Really
Very
good. When your doubt crept in, that was not authentic. That was not your business. If there weren't those feelings that occasionally feel bad, there would be no deliberate creation, no real clarifying. If you practice this clear knowing, it's always working out for me, and nothing's ever going wrong. And that brought clarity. The key is to catch what doesn't feel good in the early subtle stages, and catch what does feel good and just milk it